Those crazy nights I do remember in my youth. I do recall those were the best times most of all. In the hill with the blue jean girl, burning love, got once in my lifetime. She's always singing by the railroad train. Took her home, went danced by the moonlight. Those summer nights are falling, stone in love. Can't help myself, I'm falling, stone in love. Open zero, led to the river, rolling stone. She hold me down, ooh, I need clover, we go round. In the hill with the blue jean girl, burning love, got what's in my lifetime. Oh, the memories never fade away. Golden girl, I keep you forever. The summer nights are falling, stone in love. Can't help myself, I'm falling, stone in love. Those summer nights are calling, stone in love. Can't help myself, I'm falling, stone in love. Little journey to get the night going.
Dishwalla, that's it, dishwalla.
Twice a week. One man in his music studio performs hundreds of songs. To entertain you for hours at a time. A live stream known as Music by SV. Godsmack006 hails it as the best way to relax after a hard day at work. Fernie QC remarked, "Amazing stream, dude." Music by SV captured audiences' hearts and was the official selection for this year's Spartan Film Festival and the winner of the Audience Choice Award. This is Music by SV.
All right, let's get started here. Oh, hey, Fernie. Good to see you. How's your Saturday doing? That's what I wanted. All right. Doing all right. I'm doing all right. I have not been online in more than a week. As crazy as that sounds, it's been more than a week. Just work, family. September and October these are just busy months. So Saturday evening, just finished watching a documentary on Netflix, The Social Dilemma. Just watched The Social Dilemma on Netflix and said, hey, before I call it a day, I want to experiment with this new capability I just found and just learned about in my recording software in Logic Pro, this Live Loops software. And I thought I'd experiment with it, and I figured I'd just go live. Yeah, I'm glad to see you here as well. I don't know if I'm going to be able to drum or sing because it's quiet hours right now, but we'll see. But I stumbled into I've been wanting to experiment with live loops as of late. I've been wanting to experiment with it, and I've been starting to research how does one do live looping. And so started to experiment, started to look at some hardware, started to save some money for my next piece of gear. And this stuff gets, like everything is expensive. Everything is expensive. But I'm like, I'll save up for my next piece of gear. I want to get a piece of looping hardware where I can play a little guitar riff and record it and loop it, and then maybe do a drum beat and then loop that, and maybe just kind of come up with some lyrics or vocals. That's been something that's been on my mind to try out. And hold on a second. And I have been thinking about doing that for a while. Yeah, right. There's a lot of musicians that do it. So I'm not a pro at it. I've never done it before. Never. But I want to. I said, why not? Start figuring out a little bit. So one of the pieces of hardware that I've been looking at for a few months, it's like $300 or $400. It's not cheap. It's expensive. And I said, well, maybe I'll save up for it and I'll think about it. And then I realized just the other day, and I'll change the screen really quick, that in the software that I use to produce all my audio for the live stream, and the software that I use to record all my original music, which is the software Logic Pro 10 or Logic Pro X for the Mac OS, there was a big update to this software over a year ago, and they added in a feature called Live Loops. And it just dawned on me, wait a second, I already have a piece of software that does that. So I started researching a little bit more. I was like, well, okay, I can get a piece of hardware so I can have a little controller that's not me clicking buttons on the screen. And I started looking into something, and I found something that wasn't $350. It's this thing called a launch pad. It's almost like a keyboard, but it's just square with buttons all over it. And as I researched it a little bit, I was like, oh, all those things that I just showed you on the screen here, is all these little squares that are on the screen. All those little squares are represented on this piece of hardware. I don't have it yet. That is what I'm going to save up for. And it'll be fun to visually look at and while we experiment as well. Hey, Moby. What's happening, Moby? So I am here on a a late Saturday night for me after watching some Netflix, and I want to experiment a little bit for a little while. And so I figured I'm going to bring my screen up here, and I'm probably going to experiment with the guitar more than anything else and see if I can't figure out the basics of live loops. So I started messing with this a little bit earlier today just to try it out. I'm going to turn off the background music here and see if I can make the sound work on stream, and then we'll see what we get here. So let's see. This one is what's interesting is I thought I saved a few different versions, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. Hold on. Let's see what I got here. This was me working on, it sounds like, I think I might have saved over the file that I had earlier. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, I think I did. But I was saying to myself, you know what? What if I were to take my original song, Zero Matter, and do a live loop version of that? Right. So I'm gonna try that out right now with something I already know. Let me grab the guitar. Let's start with this. We're gonna start with this. Okay. We got some sound. We got a pretty clean guitar sound, and hopefully the microphone will still work while I'm doing this as well. This will also be a test. All of this is a test. So I got my guitar riff for Zero Matter. Figure this way, the experiment is me experimenting with something I already know the basics of. Playing the song. So let me turn the metronome on, hit the record button, and see if I can record this pattern. All right, so what I was actually expecting, at some point it would stop and just automatically play the loop, but it never did. So again, real-time learning here. Hold on, I got to figure out how do I do zoom in this, just so we can make it a little more visual to us, so we can see it a little better. Oh, there we go. That's nice. Cool. When I play back, my microphone shut off. I noticed that. How do I keep my microphone on when I do playback so we can still carry the conversation? That I don't know. Okay, that's all right. So I created that pattern, and I felt like I played it a zillion times. Now, if I go down to another line here, and of course, I didn't read any tutorial. I'm just, screw it, we'll do it live, you know. Now I'm going to play the chords instead of just the individual strings. That's what I'm going to play. Let me just see if I can remember how to play it. Yep, gotta practice. I guess I'll, do I do it next to it? Yeah, I'll do it next to it. See what that does. Hold on. Let me set this one up to record. Shut this other one off. And we'll record this guy now.
See, once I get this hardware controller, I won't have to be moving the mouse around. That'll be the good part. Okay. Did not like how that came out. Let's try it again. So that stopped after 4 times around. It stopped, which is what I thought the original line would do. Okay, cool. I might come back and correct that. It wasn't perfect, but there's a take there. And now if I add in the chorus, that's the chorus. Let's record that. Made a mistake. Let's do it again. I can go back and forth from these different patterns. And switch to the chorus. See, I'm going to have to redo some of these. The timing's a little off. I can cheat by doing some quantizing, or I can just re-record them. Oh yeah, I got to do the lead guitar, which is kind of the solo here. And this is why I'm a drummer, my friends. Hey, Spanner. Maybe I should record that part, but let's play the 3 parts so far that I've done. Somehow I can't talk while these little recordings are playing back. It is well past midnight in your neighborhood, Spanner, and it is a Saturday evening or Sunday morning, depending on how we all look at it. And first, I haven't been online in more than a week. I didn't tell anyone I was coming online. I just finished watching The Social Dilemma on Netflix and needed somehow to de-stress after watching that. So here I am, playing around with the live loops feature in Logic Pro for the first time in my life. Trying to figure out how to keep the microphone on while the playback goes. All right, I want to know, how do I play over this while it's playing back? Do I have to record? I don't think I have to record. Let's find out. All right, maybe I have to switch the record to a different line. Let's find out. We're learning. All right, so I got the 3 parts. I got the intro here. How does one stay up until 7 a.m.? I can't do that. I can't stay up past 11 p.m. I cannot. Oh my gosh. So loud. So loud. That seems reasonable, Spanner. Okay. It definitely appears that a file that I was messing with earlier today, I definitely saved over the file. Yep. Yep. Which I was going to use as a starting point. So let me take a look here. Let me scroll through all of my recent experiments and recordings here. Let's look. Let's take a quick peek here. All right. Maybe I'm going to close this one. So my microphone's going to shut off for a sec. I'll be back. All right. Oh, good. The microphone continued on with a whole new project. I see what I did. I saved the other track with a different name, and then the one that I was saving with the name Zero Matter, I changed the name. Okay. Here's the thing I experimented with earlier today when I just came into this room, and it's like, well, I'm not ready to live stream yet, but I just want to see what happens how does this whole thing work? So I picked up this guitar and I started, and I just played the first thing that came to my mind, which is this. Oh, now the microphone works while I play. I'll never figure out how software works. I never will. Okay, so that's the loop. I'll turn the metronome off. Okay, so there's a loop. And then I was like, well, okay. Then I said, well, let me play a lead. Let me create like a lead guitar part over that rhythm guitar. So here's the lead part. All right, so there's that. And then I took the same guitar that's in my hand here, and I said, well, let me just put together what would possibly be a bass guitar line. And then I just used the low E string on this guitar and hand picked it as if I was pretending to be a bass player using the single low E string. And I did this. Sure, this is a disappointment to all of my guitar friends and bass friends, but those are the three parts I created. I created a melody, or a rhythm, I should say, a rhythm, a lead melody, and a rhythm bass line, and then I even sat down at these here drums and played a little drum beat to go with it. This. And then that'll loop around as well. So I will let you know, it's super sloppy, but I was like, oh, this is a neat way to come up with a new song idea. Just hit record on a little piece, let it loop around until something else comes into your head. And that's how these 4 pieces got here. So I'm going to hit play on all of them at the same time. Just realize it's a little muddy because all the guitar parts I played with the same sound. This sound. Right, this kind of crunchy, distorted 80s or I guess an 80s or 90s rock sound. So I never took this off from the rhythm guitar to the lead guitar to the bass part. So they all have this same sound. So here's the rhythm part. I'll play it again. Basically, that's it. It's basically 2 notes and then some muted strings. Right, that was it. That was the thought that came into my head, and then I was trying to find a lead part that would a lead melody that may help me think about where vocals might go, or may just be another string section. Which is what's here. started lower. I'm trying to remember what I played. Those are all the notes. So those are all the notes that was in the lead part, and then the bass part, which I put the pick down, and I pretended like I was a bass player plucking the strings. All right, so those are the parts. I'm not going to play the drum part right now because even though these are electronic drums here, they are still loud, and there are people above me that would appreciate it if I didn't make a whole lot of noise. So I'm going to play all these parts together that I recorded earlier. And just remember, it's a little muddy because I played everything with this same crunchy sound. Sloppy, like things where they loop, where things loop, they're not lined up. But hey friends, this is the first time I have ever attempted to do a loop style recording, so this is fun. I think I redid some of the parts here, just experimenting a little bit more. I think that's what these are. And I will tell you, I have not at all figured out how to use this interface yet. We're learning as we go right now. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I made different parts. I didn't even realize I got to a different part. So let's try this again. Let's listen to the different parts I recorded here. Without the lead guitar and without the bass. So it's just the rhythm guitar and the drums. Just a rough idea, a scratch idea. So here, there's the problem is I can look at it. I think the drum part seems to be either shorter or longer than the guitar part. So if I don't switch to a different take, then the loop gets screwed up. I'm going to switch now. Back to the first part. I'm going to switch over to this fourth one here. It's a different variation I did. I think it's cleaner. So if this track down here was the bass, I'll call this the bass. And I'll call this one lead guitar. Lead G. And I'll call this one rhythm. And we'll call this one drums. It's kind of neat. I got 4 tracks of what sounds like a old rock song. It's probably the easiest way to that I think. I was listening to it back earlier, and I could hear parts of Eric Clapton's "Cocaine" in it. Now I also could hear like some Grateful Dead in it. And by the way, neither of those are influences of mine at all. It was just like, oh, I hear a song off the Grateful Dead Shakedown Street album somewhere in this, and I definitely hear Eric Clapton in this a little bit. If I click this button down here, everything restarts. Cool. I'll wait till it comes around where it's going to skip, and then I'll restart it. All right, let me see if I can remember what I played there. Let's see if we get this. So those are the 3 parts, right? Definitely an old stereotypical rock sound there. So now the question is, can I make it, well, one, I want to redo the parts to make them sound tight. That's what I want to do. I want to redo the parts so they're tight. Let me just, maybe I'll go listen to the different parts and see where, which ones I need to redo here, just so I have a bunch of copies. I'm going to turn on the metronome too. All right, this one sounds good, but not good enough. So I'm going to redo this whole part. All right, now how do I tell this thing to record? Do I just delete it and re-record? For this. I already know I didn't like how that came out, but okay, I right click, and then I say record into cell. Okie doke. See how that is. Okay, let me zoom in on this again like I did with the other one. Let's make everything a little more visible. Sweet. Hello. Hello, Asus official. Welcome. Hey, Asus official, does your name have anything to do with the computer company, Asus? It would be if your name has something to do with Asus, that would make sense. But if your name has nothing to do with Asus, it's actually hysterical that you would call yourself Asus official. Alright, let me turn on the drum track with this. Let's play. Can I? Oh yeah, I can. You know what I'd like to do? How do I forget. It's been so long since I've actually recorded something here. That I actually forget how to... I want to hide all of these other takes. And I know there's a keyboard shortcut because I've done it before. But it's been a long time. Maybe it's under view. I don't think it is. I think it's under track. I don't want to delete anything. I just want to hide. I think these are takes, and I think I just want to get rid of these takes that are down here. It's not the end of the world. They're just taking up too much of our real estate for me to show us the whole screen. Anyways, okay, let's play this. Let's play this with the drums. So I actually do not like the drums in this. There's they're just a little off tempo. I want to re-record them. Anyways, for your awareness, the drums are these drums right here, just from earlier today that I recorded these. And the recording sound is fantastic. I love the sound. And this is using just the overhead microphones, so there's no close mic'd drums. And you're like, wait, Sean, they're electronic drums. What do you mean they're overhead mics? Well, everything is simulated. I have every single drum on this electronic drum set that actually has a separate channel in the recording, and I actually have it simulating 2 microphones overhead. I have it simulating a microphone in the back of the room, so I actually have this amazing control over the drum sound, as if it's an actual acoustic drum set in a recording studio. So this recording is from what are the 2 overhead microphones, and that's why what it sounds like a drum set in a room being played. But if you listen to the metronome with the drums, they're a little off, and I think it's because I played to the original guitar track that was a little off. But I like the patterns. I like them. I want to redo it. Now I'm going to the change here. There's the problem with some of these loops because I have no idea what I'm doing. Let me just save this stuff here. So our first attempt at live loops, and what a shocker. I go back to creating a very simple, very traditional rock sound. I'd say it's an 80s or 90s rock sound, but like honestly it's like a 60s or 70s rock sound. You know what I should probably do, since I created a pseudo bass line, just with the bass. I'll stop everything else. So if I were to create a bass line to go with this, I guess chorus is probably where this thing is over here. Let's see. Can I make a bass line to go with this rhythm? Yeah, maybe something like this. I should go grab the bass guitar and properly tune it so I could play it. Let me grab the bass guitar. I'll be right back. Let me put something on while I grab the bass guitar. Hold on, everybody. Let's see. Hold on. Let's put something on to watch while I go search for a bass guitar. Here, this will do the trick. Put this on to watch while I go grab a bass guitar. Be right back.
Stretched out and he walked with a purpose and his sneakers down the street. He had many questions like children often do. He said, tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I'd really like to meet her, ask her why you.
said, and tell me all your thoughts on God. 'Cause I'd really like to meet her, ask her why we're who we are. Yeah. But tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I'm on my way to see her. Tell me, am I verified? Am I verified now? Am I verified now? Am I verified now? Cold, picked up the pace. Our shoes make hard noises in this place. Our clothes are stained. We passed many cross-eyed people and ask many questions like children often do. Tell me all your thoughts on God, because I'd really like to meet her. Tell me, am I verified? Tell me all your thoughts on God, because I'm on my way to see her. Tell me, am I verified? Am I verified now? Thank you.
Everybody. All right. Okay. I grabbed the bass guitar and we watched a little power surge from, when was that? 2018 or 2019 maybe? I don't think I've ever brought the bass guitar into the studio. It's always in the other room. The other room's the guitar room. So I should say, I don't think I've ever brought the bass guitar into the drum studio. I've definitely never plugged it into this setup before. And I am by far anywhere in the ballpark of a bass player. Like, I'm sitting here going, what notes am I supposed to tune this to? I literally, while that video was playing, was Googling on my phone what notes to tune a bass guitar to. So just to let you know how far from a bass player I am. But we'll make it. We'll figure it out. I'm always the person who's like, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out how to play this thing. But let's make sure we get some sound out of this. Hold on. Let me get this thing, let me finish tuning this thing up here. Yes, exactly, Spanner. It's exactly what it is. Let me tune the rest of this thing up. Okay. Oh my god. Sticks of Destiny. These sticks of destiny are gonna kill me. They'll be the death of me one of these days. But just so you know, I wasn't lying. Here's the picture that's on my phone. Hold on. I can try to get the glare off. It is the four strings of a bass guitar, E, A, D, and G. And I have a tuner on the floor that I just plug into. I'm like, okay, I'll just make these things get to those letters and we'll be good. Turn off our background music and let's pretend I know how to play the bass. All right, it is tuned. And the way I know that it's tuned, the one song that I learned how to play in the bass guitar, I don't know, we'll just say a lot of years ago, which is Rocket Queen by Guns N' Roses, is how I test a bass guitar. Playability and tunability, which is what I was just hacking my way through. Rocket Queen by Guns N' Roses. Which I'm probably not even playing the right notes, but I am playing it as far as I know. What's up, Damo? Not playing any drums today. I'm learning how to mess with live loops in Logic Pro. But now I'm going off on a tangent because I just grabbed my bass guitar, which was collecting dust and was not tuned in the other room, and I tuned it because I had to Google, how do you tune a bass guitar? Oh my God. No, that's good, Damo. I like it. I like you and I think we're in the same ballpark from a sense of humor. Yeah, see ya. All right, I'm going to see, was I playing the right notes to Rocket Queen by Guns N' Roses? See? Demo. If you were here earlier, I wouldn't have had to Google it, but I literally am like, let me throw a video on the screen while I go Google how to tune a bass guitar. EADG, and then I've got my very fancy guitar pedal that I definitely should never have. I have this really nice Line 6 guitar pedal that I have no right on earth to have this pedal. But, Damo, what's an E? What is an E? So I plug into the pedal and I make the four strings on this guitar line up with an E, an A, a D, and a G, and then here we are. Now, I want to see, how do I hit an E on the snare? Everything's an E on the snare. I'm going to play the song Rocket Queen by Guns N' Roses. I'm going to go off on this tangent for 10 seconds just to see, am I actually playing it right, or has it just been in my head since I was a child the wrong way? I'm quite certain it's probably wrong in my head. turn it down so I can hear myself. This is an absolute great way to waste time on a Saturday or Sunday. Wait, are they tuned down? Oh my gosh. Matt Scurfield is here with friends, and seriously, we're screwing around with a bass guitar, and I have no right on earth to be screwing around with the bass guitar. How you guys doing? Good to see you guys. Thanks for being here, Matt. Thanks for coming over, friends. It's the worst time to come over to the channel. SV is holding a bass guitar. I'm holding a bass guitar for the first time in probably a year, pretending that I know how to play Rocket Queen by Guns N' Roses at the moment. And if you were here 2 minutes earlier, you would have seen me talking to Damo about, hey, what are the notes you're supposed to tune a bass guitar to? What are the notes? E-A-D-G. Things that Sean just learned. E-A-D-G are the notes. Maybe the lights will come back on. It's up to Lumia. Whatever Lumia wants to do. All right, let me go back to what I was doing, which was not playing Rocket Queen, but now it's in my head and I really want to.
If I say I don't need anyone, I can say these things to you, 'cause I can turn on anyone just like I turned on you. I've got a tongue like a razor.
See, they're probably tuned down. I think they're tuned down, right? Drop something. Again, I'm a drummer who sings. I have no idea what I'm talking about. All right, I'm going to go back to what I was doing, and I'm going to share my screen. Welcome, friends. Good to see you all here. Thank you. We are doing something that I've never done before on the stream. First of all, I have not played the drums since we started the stream. We are not, at the moment, playing any drums because I got in my head recently that, like, hey, I want to learn how to do live loops. So earlier today, I sat down with my guitar, which is right next to me over here, and I just hit record, and whatever came out, which was this thing. 2 whole notes. Okay, so I did that, and then it looped. Hey, Rafina. Hey, Debbie. Hello, pinup girl. What's up, drum whisperer? Good to see you guys all here. Matt, thanks so much for bringing your friends over here. How was your Saturday? I didn't even get a chance to come over today. If I'm being honest, I had dinner with the family, and then we sat on the couch and fired up Netflix, and we watched the... Shut up, metronome. Shut up. Oh, my God. And we watched the Social Dilemma from beginning to end. And after that, I want to deactivate my Facebook account and all my Facebook pages, which I have many of. I want to deactivate all of my Twitterer accounts, which I have many of. I know you rocked it. You always rock it, Matt. I love your stream. You know it's like my favorite stream. Absolutely love your stream. And I would tell everybody who's here to come follow you, but I know everyone who's here is already following you, so that's so good. Hold on. If I scroll back in the chat, Damo's like, E flat, A flat, D flat. Is that flat? Is that what the little B means? Flat? Wait, so if I tune it down, I'm going to be in the right spot, Damo? Jesus. This tangent's going to go on forever. I wanted to demonstrate how I'm doing live loops, but I am now invested in playing Rocket Queen on the bass guitar. So I'm tuning this. I'm going to tune this bass down. No, wait. It's going to screw up everything I'm working on. Focus, Valley. Focus, dude. I'll come back to that. Let me just demonstrate what I was working on here. Okay. You all know I'm not a guitar player. I'm a drummer who sings, but I do have things with strings in my room here, so I pick them up from time to time. So I recorded this earlier today around lunch. And I had the metronome on. That's why we heard the metronome clicking. And I was like, all right, I know all the kids are using live loops these days. I know they're all using live loops, and that's cool. But I'm going to do live loops, but like, rock style. And then I was like, well, what if if I were to put a simple lead part over that 2-note rhythm, I did this. Last note's a G B. We'll call that a G flat. Is that what we call that? Rocket Queen on drums. So if I get the okay from the upstairs, Matt, Rocket Queen is probably my top 3 favorite songs of all time. Love that song. It's my favorite Guns N' Roses song of all time. My second favorite Guns N' Roses song of all time is Estranged. But here's the lead part that I worked on. My third favorite Guns N' Roses song of all time is probably You're Crazy from the Lies EP. There's something about the Lies EP. It's like my favorite Guns N' Roses album. Maybe it's because it's so short. Maybe it's because like Patience was the only single friendly song on it. But You're Crazy, acoustic on Lies, oh, man, it's so good. Okay, I was looping. Here's the lead part I put over that rhythm guitar. Let's go back to this. All right. And then I was like, well, a bass part, and I played the bass part on my guitar with a crunchy guitar sound. So I just wanted to slap down an idea because I was in a creation session. Here's the pseudo bass part. Which is the whole reason I grabbed this bass guitar, is because I recorded this earlier on the low E string of my PRS guitar over here. I was like, I should probably grab the bass. And then I did a scratch track of the drums, and then I created this. Here it is. Let's hear the drums. And it's not tight. It's not solid. It was a one-off. And then if I play them all together, oh, by the way, it's muddy as hell because the 3 strings tracks are all using that crunchy guitar sound, so it's kind of muddy, which is why, again, I was like, oh, if I redid the bass part with the bass guitar, it'll sound a little cleaner. Okay, so let me just hear that. I want to hear the bass part again, and I'm probably going to delete the original scratch bass track and then put in a new scratch bass track. But as I said earlier, I've never used live loops before. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's 4 notes. It's 4 notes. How hard could it be? Come on, I can do this. I can do this. I'm going to record it now. here's what I don't understand. Right? I thought this thing's only supposed to go around like once or twice and then loop. You know, it's funny, Damo. Everything about it totally does. And you'll be like, everything that I come up with is some song that I probably heard in 1989. To be completely honest, it totally sounds like "I Hate Everything About You" by Ugly Kid Joe. I was listening back to the guitar parts earlier today. I was like, hey, that kind of sounds a little bit like "Cocaine" by Eric Clapton. I was like, did I just say I played a bit of Eric Clapton? No, I did not. Yes, we call it influence. We call it influence. I want to figure out, how do I limit this thing that it only plays like 4 bars and then it starts to loop? I don't know, because I've never done this before. Let's see. So, like, I want this thing to be like 4 bars, be done, and loop. But that thing just kept going. Right? It was this recording. It was this thing here. Automatic bars. These bars. Okay. All right. Let's try this. Stop. Stop. Stop, dude. Stop. Thank you. All right. Record into cell. Let's see if this will do anything. Let's find out. Let's learn stuff. Damn it. Wrong note. Ain't no reason to keep that one. Let's do it again. I think it counted me in and I wasn't paying attention. Record into cell. See, like, how many times is that going to go around? Let's figure this out. Like, I only wanted it to go around like 4 times, and now it's, by the looks of it, it's going to go around like 20 times. So, you know, I probably should have taken the tutorial before I gone into this. But fuck it, we'll do it live. Pardon my French. I did not say this was an 18+ stream today. Let's see. See, I'd say like automatic bars and just stop. That would be sweet. Mode takes. Mode replace. Let's see what this does. Let's see what this is. Let's find out. Record into cell. Well, I know this is going to take forever because you can see the little bar dialing up. That's not what I want. Huh. Oh, over here it says loop length 31. Well, that's not what I want. I want loop length to be like 4. Let's see what happens when I do that. Oh, I think I'm a genius. I think I'm the smartest man alive. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. All right, let's do this. No. Need that counting, bro. Oh, I hate you so much right now, Logic Pro. I hate you so much. I see this. I see you switch the loop length back to 4 when I wasn't looking. I mean, you switched it to 31 when I wasn't looking. I set it to 4. All right. Do you see? Over here, Logic Pro. Just stay over here. The loop length says 4. What's your problem? Stay with 4. Just went right back to 31. Bastard. Okay. Obviously, there's something I got to do here. All right. Who's the live loop, the Logic Pro live loop expert in the house? And if all thumbs are pointing to me, then we are screwed. Let's see. Recording mode takes. Recording length. Call length. Dude. Okay. So if I go into call length here, make that a 4. What's 4? Oh, I don't know. Anybody know? Okay. Stop. Stop. All right. Oh my gosh. Let's do this. Okay. And so I had set it to, I'm guessing, wait, why did it keep looping? Why? Why? Recording mode takes. All right, what did I end up recording? Let's see. Spanner, can I join you in that cave? I should automatically be placed in that cave. Okay. Let's see. Did that work? Did I get 4? Well, that didn't work. That didn't work. I know some of the other tracks worked differently. Let me look at another track. At record. Oh, I found another thing over here. At record end, switch to play mode. All right, guys. I think we got something. We're crawling out of the cave. We're crawling out of the cave. There we go. Finally, I did a loop. Might be garbage, but it exists. Now I want to go through and record everything now that I know how that works. Now, let's see how it plays with a cleaner bass in the other 3 parts. All right, cool. That's awesome. And then tomorrow, when I get the green light to make noise again, the drum parts are going to get re-recorded. So that's cool. All right. And now if I go over here, I came up with I came up with I guess you'd say a chorus part, I guess. Let's play that. Here's the part. Here's the part where I'm like, this definitely sounds like Eric Clapton. And yes, it is slightly off the click, but it is what it is. Will I snap to grid? I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it loose. Who cares? It's a piece of crap song anyways. Just having fun. Here's the part where I'm like, okay, the bass can't be the same as the guitar. Got to make it different. And I play exactly the guitar part that I created. Maybe I should just record that and just see what happens. I'm going to try that. I'm going to go into my little bass track here, which I'm guessing it's going to follow the same rules as before. And I'm going to record this. Of course, I got to remember what I played. All right. 12th fret, E string, for anybody who's keeping count here. And someone else is like, dude, you could probably play it on the A string a whole lot easier. I bet that is true for someone else. Oh, interesting. It's set to be one measure. Neat. I'm learning. Let's make it 4 measures, right? I think it's 4 measures I want this to be. I think. Let's find out. Okay. See if I can remember what to play. Redo. I got the right idea. Let's hit record again. All right, let's see if we can I play this without the drums? How do I mute the can I press a button over here that mutes a track? Let's find out. Yep, okay, learning. And friends of Matt's channel who are hanging out, first off, thanks y'all for being here. Usually we do play the drums here. Usually we sing songs. Usually it's a whole lot of requests. But we're usually not even on. We're usually not on very late on Saturdays. So I purposely came online during an off schedule to experiment and explore. And whoever's online can join me on this journey of learning. So thanks for being here, you guys. Definitely, I appreciate the follows. Drum Whisperer, Roxy, Pinup Girl, thank you all for the follows. Excited for you guys to come back when we do a real stream for you. All right, back to messing around here. Oh, there it is on the A string. Same thing. I don't have to go all the way up to the 12th fret if I do this. Oh, it's so much easier. Now I can play it on one string, just the one string over. But that E string just sounds so fat and heavy. I love the chunkiness. I'm going to re-record it here. I'm going to re-record it right here. Playing the whole thing on the A string. Nope. Nope. Wrong note, dude. Wrong note. Try again. guitar. All right. Let's see here. I might be. What I love is this is just giving me some ideas of, I don't know, will this turn into something? Let me put on the crunchy sound. Hello, Mrs. Darkstar. Welcome. I'll put the crunch on again. That's not it. That was our chorusy, clean sound. We're saving it. It tentatively had a name, something like Saturday Loopy First. First time I've ever done any looping of anything ever, which was fun. But I was earlier messing around with one of my original songs. Well, I suppose this is original song too, but my song Zero Matter, and recreating it as a loop, which I've never done that before. I was like, oh, this could be kind of cool. Hold on, let's bring this up. All right, I think this is it. Atomic bomb, complete implosion, into the void pulls all around. A great mystery from the battlefield, catastrophic with no sound. From the cosmos, very unstable source of light. I think I recorded the chorus part. yeah, you can find me actually at the top left of the screen has all my handles. Music by SV, pretty much all over the place. Insta has an underscore at the end, but Twitter, Music by SV.
Transdimensional zero matter. Whoa, matter. Transdimensional zero.
Fun. You know what? I feel like playing that song right now. I should have a decent recording of it. Let's find it. Put the background music on. I'm gonna find Zero Matter, my original song by my artist name Spartan Valley, where I release music under. I'm not even going to sing it right now because I don't want to belt being late night in my neighborhood, but I'm going to play some guitar over the song here. All right, let's play some Zero Matter. Let's play some Zero Matter. Here's good. Looks like one of my camera's batteries decided to die. That's all right. I just won't do the camera rotation, that's all. Zero Matter. Let's play some Zero Matter. Just gonna play over the original here. I'm gonna play over the recording studio. honestly need to stop bringing stuff into I have to stop bringing stuff into this room. I spend all this time, I get the room nice and clean, the studio gets nice and clean, and then I'm like, you know what I should do? I should bring a bass guitar in here. And you know what I should do? I should bring a keyboard controller in here. And now I'm talking about doing live loops, and I'm like, maybe I should bring a live loops hardware controller in here. The room isn't that big, dude. Stop bringing stuff in. Alright, I'm having fun with these live loops. Maybe I should be done for the night, though. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Since I can't really wail on the drums, and I can't really belt the vocals. Let's see here. Maybe I can be up for doing another song. It's interesting. I'm using my music player of choice, which I'm one of those very few people who uses Amazon Music as their music player of choice. And I'm actually looking at all of my original music that I have up here. And I'm like, oh, which ones could I jam over on the guitar? And there's a few, but there's only a few because I don't practice the guitar very much. I have several songs that I wrote and recorded the guitar, but I don't practice them, so the skills aren't so good. But there is a song that's playing in the background right now that the guys in Power Surge are learning, and they're like, hey, can we play your original song for our Power Surge shows coming up? And I'm like, sure, that sounds like fun. I haven't played any of these songs out live before. So we'll do one more. We'll do the song Alarm Bells, which is the background music that I just had up there. But I'm not going to sing. I'm just going to strum the guitar over it. Ooh. Wrong one. This is a remix. This is an Alarm Bells remix. Oh, I'll put it on the screen. The Alarm Bells Nightmare remix. I changed my artist name. It used to be Special Victim. It's now Spartan Valley. My buddy Garrett Gross, who also DJs on Twitch, made this remix. It sounds like an alarm, like an actual alarm. But that wasn't what I was looking for. Here's another one of the remixes. I have many remixes of the song.
I don't care what you say, what you gonna do. I'm gonna turn my back right around on you. I'm gonna stop it right now. If you did it again, send you right out the door. If you do it again.
Wrong one. Wrong camera.
Try to understand what's without me. I want to say that we run a tight ship. It's come and go, let it flow. We give and we take. Sometimes it could be better when it's just in the brain. What you gonna do when the past is coming? What you gonna do when there's no more fun? How you gonna do when there's no one to take you? Make it more than you can do. You don't appear to hear what anyone else says. You're in your own space now and it's become a mess. How about you open up and look all around? Realize we're here together, not alone on the ground. Try to understand what's without me. I'm not one to say that we run a tight ship. It's come and go, ebb and flow. We give and we take. Sometimes it could be better with just a brain. Alarm bells ringing in my ear. Got up on the wrong side of it. I don't care what you say, what you gonna do. I'm gonna turn my back right around on you. What you gonna do when the past is coming? What you run to when there's no more fun in? How you gonna get
The guitar in this was played by Josh Prost,
more than you can chew?
because my partner in the band Octavate, he created this remix. Played all the strings in this remix. The drums are me, the vocals are me, and the turntable sound effects are all me in this mix. That was one of my, I find that one fun. That's a fun remix. All right. We're going to wrap up soon. I think that's a good idea. I think it's a good time to wrap up. But my original song and a bunch of my original songs are out there under the name Spartan Valley. Amazon, Apple, Spotify, Deezer, wherever. They're all out there. a bunch of remixes of this one song, but I also have a whole slew of releases that are out there as well. And then we get some stuff out under other names as well. But today we were live looping and creating some interesting things. Maybe something will come out of it that becomes a Spartan Valley song for the future. Maybe, just maybe. I'm going to go find someone to raid. That's what I should do. And then I'm going to play us out with a video, a cool video that I made a few weeks ago. It's kind of a channel trailer. I'm going to play this in a minute. And then voiceover by our buddy Garrett, who usually hangs out on the channel with us here. Let's see how quickly and easily I can actually get into Twitch. You know, with all the issues Twitch had this week, they logged you out of everything. Like, I tried to stream earlier today, and it took me, it's my first time streaming in over a week. And they logged me out of everything. They shut my keys off. It's been a tough week for Twitch. Okay. All right, let's try this. I think I'm logged in now. All right, cool. Good, I'm logged in. I'm going to find someone to raid, and then I'm going to play this video to wrap us up. I don't know who it's going to be. Oh, MJC's online. Sweet. Maybe we'll go say hi to MJC. Perfect. Oh, he's playing video. I forgot. He's playing Quiplash. He's like been playing Quiplash all day. He's been playing Quiplash all day. I do plan to start coming back. Life has just been busy. It's been a busy September and busy October. Plan to start getting back to the regular, twice a week or more streams. Do plan to do that. I do. Really do. Oh, Gabe's at the drum set. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We'll go say hi to Gabe. But first, before we go say hi to Gabe, I'm going to start our little video here. Yeah, we're going to go say hi to the Gabe studio. Let me get this ready. Let me cue this up. And then I will play the cool video. Thank you so much, Spanner, for putting that up there. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, everybody. Good to see everyone. Nesh Army's in the house. Nesh, we're just taking off. Today we were messing around with live loops, doing some recording, just experimenting for the first time with live loops. And we're just wrapping up for the day. Let me get my little video here to wrap us up. Somewhere on one of these screens. I have so many screens open because we were messing around with so many different things today. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for experimenting with me with live loops today, everybody. Or I should say joining me while I experimented with live loops. I appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate the friends that came over from Matt Scurfield's raid. Shout out to Matt Scurfield. Appreciate that, Matt. Hope you had a great Saturday and a great weekend. Everybody follow Matt Scurfield if you're not doing that already. Spanner on the Works, thank you for being the best moderator in the world, for being here extremely early on your Sunday on a completely unplanned stream. Appreciate that so much. And good to see y'all here. Nesh, thanks for showing up. Good to see you. Good to see everyone else that was here, Mrs. Darkstar and others who were here earlier. So great to see everybody here. All right, I'm going to fire up this video to wrap us up today. And I hope you all enjoy it. I had fun putting this together. It's our new little channel trailer. Here we go.
Twice a week. One man in his music studio performs hundreds of songs. To entertain you for hours at a time. A live stream known as Music by SV. Godsmack006 hails it as the best way to relax after a hard day at work. Fernie QC remarked, "Amazing stream, dude." Music by SV captured audiences' hearts and was the official selection for this year's Spartan Film Festival and the winner of the Audience Choice Award. This is Music by SV.